Glad I could find something. Hello, welcome back to Bayou Brit. Today I am in Acworth, Georgia, looking at a real gem. All right, so we're here at a Splash of Class, which is the flagship store for our DNS distributor, CleanTech, based here in Georgia. We use them for our DNS IQ up in Portland and potentially for some new equipment around the rest of our sites. Now, the owner, Jeff Smith, is a guy who's been in the business for a very long time. I was just chatting to one of his workers who's worked for Jeff for 20 years, so I know Jeff's obviously been doing it at least that long. And he really prides himself on keeping his sites working well, beautifully clean, lovely. Just the curb appeal is fantastic for a self-serve car wash. It's really impressive. All right, so let's take a look and see everything that they're offering here. We've got the CleanTech trailer, so when you have equipment delivered, that's kind of awesome. Here, look at this. We have the same IQ signage, very similar iconography, but they are able to charge $4 more than we can. And I think that really is, not necessarily because the area is more affluent, it's because they're doing a better job of running the site. Really nice signage everywhere. They have the app as well. I believe DNS bought this app. For life of me, I can't remember what it's called. Wash card, maybe? We'll scan that in a minute and see. So, great usage of signage here. Trucks are the best wash, fold your mirrors in, perfectly up there for the taller trucks. You have your app QR code here. Then, look at this. The Hamilton Commander allows you to sell bundles. I'll take a picture of this because I know you'll get some frame flickering. But this here is about 25 grand. So you've got to make sure it's worth the buy. But another great little upsell there. 5 washes for the price of 4. Bundles, tap to pay, cash, coin, and change as well. Awesome, awesome. Then we have another good usage of signage. All the things that they're not responsible for. And then you have your standard DNS IQ2 setup. This is the soft touch, obviously. Some G&G lighting by the look of it. Makes it look really nice. So one of the reasons I wanted to come down here was to see exactly how we should best set up our washes going forward. We've now been in the industry for a year, which is nothing in the grand scheme of things when you're working with people that have been doing it for 20, 30 years. And you can see the difference. The attention to detail here, everything is, immaculate. They have these really good grates here. So the grates that we have, I'll cut to an image of them in Portland, have big holes in, and it can get bottles and all sorts of crap goes down there. These do a much better job of, you've got the chlorine tablets not gone down there, of just keeping everything in a good spot, stopping the drains getting blocked. Really nice. The G&G lighting looks really good. Then we have your standard DNS IQ stop-go board for all the different phases, and then 4 dries. Interestingly, wait, I see a crossbar. I was going to say, interestingly, they don't oscillate, but they do. There's the oscillation motor over there. So these will do a really good job of drying your car as you come out. And they're actually spaced a lot better than ours in Portland. The ones in Portland that we have are spaced too far apart. We could take dualies, and they're too wide even for a dually. And then we come into the self-serve bay. I'm gonna run my car through here in a few minutes, but the paint is in great shape, tiles in great shape, all of the signage is up. And I have my opinions on this DNS signage. It does a job. Most of them I'm okay with. The menu board is the one that gets me. The menu board to me is too busy. I genuinely don't believe people will read all of that. Let me put you on the 0.5. It is nice that it's English and Spanish. I do like that. But I think there's too much information otherwise. Then you have your nice $7,000 meter box. And with $4 to start here. So it'll be interesting to see what $4 gets us. I believe I have plenty of quarters in the car. And then we have your standard fit. This is the ideal. Running through it, we have the tire brush, high pressure hose. Then you've got your triple foam over there, back to 1X, and your foam brush. And I really like these foam brush mounts. They're using the Slimline 3/8 Mathematic hoses. And then you have your DNS Z booms so that they don't hit each other. Again, really nice setup. Mat holders there. We still haven't put those up in Covington. I need to do that. And then actually, I realized that I've come about this the wrong way. I've walked in through the exit. Talking about it, let's drive around, pull the car in here, and see how things actually perform. Looks good. Knowing Jeff and his attention to detail, it's going to work really well. We'll see. Maybe we can find something to ding the score a little bit. We'll see. So we follow the standard customer path. We should drive around here.
Now turn left onto Acworth Oaks Drive Northwest.
My car is navigating onwards. What we're going to do is I'm going to give it a challenge. I'm going to go to the bay that is the furthest from the pump room, if I can, without hitting his nice wall. Okay, we're going to try this bay because this should be the biggest challenge. The chemical has to run furthest. The balance for chemical and air needs to be best to work out here. Let's see. Obviously, we're going to have the longest changeover time, so that's going to be worth measuring as well. All right, so first I wanted to stress that Jeff didn't pay me to do this review. This is something that I wanted to do knowing how good the DNS equipment is. I wanted to come and see the Flagship. So I have my roller quarters fresh from, I found them in the bottom of my car, but let's see what $4 gets us here. All right, this is gonna go quick. I think it's gonna be $1 a minute. Yeah, $4 to start. So we'll start with bug off. Oh yeah, the end bay does take a little time. We would definitely run our bug off a little bit thicker than this. Not the strongest start. Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, it takes a bit of time to get down here. What do we use? Use almost 45 seconds, so that's not super awesome. Okay, so let's give the tire scrub a go. So yeah, it comes out. We have ours a little bit thicker, but to each their own. Is it thickening up now? All right, let's give it a chance. Let's do pre-soak. It should come off the high pressure gun. Again, we're going to check to see how long it takes to change over. Pretty quick there. Nice amount of chemical, really good coverage. Yeah, pre-soak, can't complain at all. That's really nice. Look, you can get ours like that. Some moisture coming out nice and thick. Some more quarters in real quick. I have to go all the way back down here. Then back here. Right, I found a $5 bill, so. Right, let's go test the foam wash. Oh, look at that! Nice, thick, yellow foam. Love it. Brush looks in good state, I'm gonna have the cleanest front of a Tesla in town today. Off from driving down to Georgia. Woo. Let's do rinse. As you would expect, really good pressure. Alright, here we go. Obviously that's the high pressure soap still in there. Really nice pressure, actually. I managed to spray that soap everywhere. Okay, let's try the triple gloss. They have a really quick changeover here, which is great. Keeps the people engaged. Our one in Covington takes too long to cycle. It takes about 45 seconds to cycle. But look how quickly you go through the colors here. Great consistency. It kind of looks like Sully. It is sticking to the car beautifully. Ever so slightly running down. And yeah, it looks pretty good. And now They use Guardian ceramic here, which I think comes through this. Okay, so we're going to do the ceramic covering here over the top of the triple bar. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. I'm just going off the positions on the switch. I feel like that's how a user would normally use it. This is why they're $1 a minute, and this is how they can justify it, by having the ceramic. And yeah, plenty of it as well. Okay, now we're going to spot-free rinse. Alright, now the lights are clear. So we'll come up here, spot-free rinse. I imagine this is very good TDS. We'll test it as the day wears on because some will dry on the windows. And then we move on to the thing that we have yet to install in Covington. It's one of my favorite things though. That's the dryer. Work is the water that comes off of it. Knee height, clearing the floor. But that's what you get, $1 a minute. All this fantastic equipment. The dryers are incredibly impressive. And yeah, I'm going to tidy up the dryer because it's not my site and I'm going to be a good steward. I just need to work out, I think the boom goes this way. No, the boom goes that way and it just hooks, I guess. I mean, you can't complain at anything there. The bug off was a little slow to come through. That did take, what, 45 seconds, I think we said? Which is a long time. Maybe that's the first time it's been used today, but I'm going to provide that as feedback. What I'm really impressed with is just how clean and bright everything is. Everything looks like it's being well maintained, and that makes such a huge difference. Plenty of cameras all around the site, good sight lines all the way around, lots of entrances and exits. You've got 1, 2, and I think there's one on the other side, 3 entrances to get into the site. Let's go check out the vacuums and the vending. Here you've got these nice looking J.E. Adams vacuums. $2 for 4 minutes is the industry standard now. We're all playing catch up for that. Interestingly, it looks like they do charge count up for their credit cards. I've never seen that on a vacuum before. But they're all in really good shape. Phone numbers up everywhere. I might have to blur that. The trash pyramids in good shape with the mats on there. Paint job is fantastic. Everything just looks professional. It looks like it should be best in class. Let's have a look and see the other vacuum options they have. So here you have a fragrance vac, again with the credit card reader on it. Again, count up. That's really interesting. I didn't know you could do that. So you can see the workings are up there. So that's your fragrance vac. There's a shampoo vac next to it. Then we have vending here. What are they charging for vending? Okay, $1. They're using the scent bombs that we were using. And they've got some soft drinks in there as well. I think this vending machine alone, I think that's an AMS outdoor. Yeah, AMS. I think it's about $9 if you buy it new. But they've got Nayax set up on it. Everything you could need. And again, more good signage. And you know it's good when it's Friday lunchtime, Friday morning, and it's busy. It's a hot day. People still out vacuuming their cars, washing their cars. So we're gonna get a look inside the heart of this to see exactly what powers the site. Some stuff will look familiar if you've seen our Portland site, but there's just a lot more space. I've already had a nose around and it's impressive. So first things first, it's dry in here, which is very rare for a pump room. All the chemical storage is nice down over there. Let's go back to 0.5. There you go, give you a bit more room. Water heater. This is your IQ self-wash. Everything you need for the self-wash is there. It's such a small footprint. Really nice idea to have the chemicals up against the wall. So you've actually got some foot room to get around here to have a look in the back. Here you can see we're running 2150 pumps. The motor's there. All stacks up nicely and then disappears up into the PVC, into the troughs on the ceiling. And then amazingly, this is all it takes for your soft touch. That one little pump stand there. Running a 1739 pump, a direct drive. That's it, that's all that goes into it. Most of your cleaning is obviously done with the brushes. The chemicals are lubricants and finishing agents, triple foam and ceramic. Then you have the water softeners, similar to what we have in Portland. But do they have a carbon tank living in here? Ah, there it is. Carbon tank on the RO system. Two-membrane system. Tank is full, apparently. And look at that. TDS of 5. TDS of 5. That means there'll be no spots on the car. Good carbon filter. And then they have an office and a restroom as well. It's amazing what you can do with this small unit. You wash all those cars in the soft touch. As we come back outside into the blazing, we can see changes, the Hamilton changes, and an air vent. I've never heard it called that before. That's cute. $2 for air, and as you can see, very busy day. Very busy. And you know you've got a good wash when someone will bring a car like this in. A car that is simply beautiful. I wish we saw these in the UK. They just don't exist. Absolutely fantastic looking vehicle. Look at the wheels, look how clean he's managed to get them. Having that tire brush makes a huge difference. Really, really nice looking car. And you know, those are the people that will come to your wash if you do a good job looking after it. But yeah, all around, just a really impressive site. Everything works well. I'm gonna provide that feedback for the bug off. I'm glad I could find something. Otherwise, it's beautiful. I'd love to have sites like this. This is what we should be aiming for. I think this is what everyone in the car wash game should be aiming for. It just works. It's that Apple thing. It just works. Now, to get the impression that it just works, much like with Apple, a lot of work goes into keeping it that way. Jeff has some really good staff that work with him. Not only the guys that are fixing the hoses here and fixing pump stands and whatnot, but the guys that deliver all the soaps and parts and do service calls. So we appreciate them whenever we interact with them. That has been the Splash of Class car wash here in Acworth, Georgia. If you're ever in the area, driving from Atlanta up towards Chattanooga, stop in here, get your car washed, and just see how good your place could be.